Hello there. We're here with my man Ali D, the leader of Ideal Home. Just a fantastic realtor. Been with us for so long here at Samson Properties, just crushing it. Ali's going to be here today talking a lot more about his team and what a rock star team they've become and why you might want to join it. So, welcome, Ali. Good to see you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Again, my name's Ali with Ideal Home. Been in the business, I believe, since '04, right
Oh,
out of
four.
college.
How have you been in business 21 years and you're like 31 years old right
Yeah.
now? It doesn't make any
You
sense.
know,
So you've been doing it.
absolutely.
You've been doing it since '04. Tell me a little bit about your production. When did you? How long were you solo? And how long have you been with the team? And what do you guys? How many? You guys sold a lot of homes the last couple of years. Brag about yourself a little bit for
Yeah,
us.
I mean, when I first started, it wasn't the best. Okay, I had to kind of find myself. Okay, through different teams, and just seeing how everyone, is doing it. I got to kind of learn from there. Okay. But yeah, as far as production, lifetime, I want to say close to 400 million now in
Woo,
sales,
woo.
about
That's
600 homes
awesome.
sold. I want to say year to date, about 40 million.
And we're
About
just through about a
over,
quarter. When we're videoing
yeah.
this, that's pretty impressive. Well, probably maybe a third of the year so far. So that's pretty awesome.
Certainly, doing my best. I want to say I've been doing that for consistently for about 13, 14 years now.
Whew, that's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. So, how many people are on the Ideal Home team now? Currently, and where is your home base?
Home base, I mean, we're remote,
Okay.
primarily. I mean, we're everywhere, but primarily Northern Virginia.
Okay.
We have about 15 agents,
Okay.
had more, but I'm not really looking to grow as much. I mean, I definitely am, but I'm more focused on just making sure my agents are selling homes.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Trying to improve them. So you guys are all over the place. Are you Maryland, DC, West Virginia, just Virginia, Northern Virginia mostly, or where? What other
Yeah,
locations are you?
just Virginia, Northern Virginia. We're going to Maryland area, all over in Maryland, and DC.
Okay,
Great.
perfect, perfect. And you got about 15 people now. So when you talk about growing your team, I think your main focus is helping your team become more successful and get better. But I think with this interview, you've got some people that are gonna, like you and want to consider joining your team. What's your ultimate goals for like? How many people do you want to have on your team, and what do you want that team to look like in the future? Do you think? And is there? I'm going to add one thing to that. Is there a minimum qualification as far as years experience, homes sold, anything like that to talk to you about possibly joining your team?
Not at all. I mean, I'm just looking for go-getters.
I like that.
I mean, it could be a newer agent, but obviously, I'm looking for just agents that are, just more seasoned. Okay, that are able to take these leads on. Leads are expensive, so you kind of have to make sure they're converted.
So,
But yeah, I mean, mainly just trying to take it to the next level, and I need some good agents helping me out here.
so talk to me about leads are expensive because you're one that is more of a lead machine than almost anybody I talk to on these interviews. You invest heavily in Zillow, or at least have in the past. You've now become a Zillow Flex team. Is that correct? Which means that
Absolutely.
you're going to continue to get a ton of Zillow leads for your team to convert. Assuming they're converting at a high rate, which is why it's important that you guys do a good job. And you've got good agents that are trained up well. Um, what other kind of lead sources are there? Lead sources that you've got your hands in to try to create some leads for you and your team?
Oh yeah, I mean, mainly just whatever, just online lead generation.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm big
that's
on
what
that.
we're investing in and focusing on. The Zillow Flex is probably, in my opinion, the best quality leads.
Hmm.
So that I'm definitely looking forward to, which will be launching in about a month or two.
Okay.
Um, but most importantly, just trying to teach my agents how to just get their own leads
Yeah.
and be a rock star themselves and just get leads themselves through just marketing themselves through
Yeah.
different platforms.
Yeah, I think that's important because and I think one thing that that we've talked a lot is that you've been investing a lot of money in Zillow over the years per month to get these leads, and now that you're going to go Zillow Flex, you're going to look into some more online lead generation, some other ways to spend some of that money, so you can kind of have that bobber in a lot of different pools here. So you've got a lot of different diverse lead sources, and I think part of what I'm hearing you say is you want to help teach your agents to do that too. Like, don't rely just on me. Don't rely just on my Zillow or myrealtor.com. Like, I'm going to help teach you to have your own lead sources, run your own business because, I think that's when you can generally be more successful is when you can learn from LED, learn from all of his good closing tactics, but use that yourself to build up your business, right?
It's a numbers game.
Yeah. So talk to me about kind of some of the core values or some of the things you said go getter before. What are some of the
Yeah.
things that I think are important to you, in your team or anybody that wants to join it? Go getter, somebody that
Good
wants to work
question.
hard.
Yeah, just strong communication skills, being reliable,
Yeah.
um, like a client first mindset.
Good.
Real estate's a fast paced and relationship driven, so it's important to work with someone who's just proactive, responsive,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
can build trust with clients.
I like that. I like that. Very all good tips there. My next question normally revolves around like what differentiates your team, but I can kind of be, you know, the voice of reason here is because I've talked to so many team leads. I think one thing that differentiates your team is like the amount of leads that you believe in, the online lead thing. I think that's something that you've really focused on, growing your business and your team's business over the last few years. So I think that if you're interested in like learning to convert online leads and getting a lot of opportunities at those, I think you're a great match, for a team. Would you agree with that?
Certainly, certainly. So I'm doing more like a partnership, right? One on one, just providing a customized business plan for
Okay.
each agent.
Love that.
Kind of, just seeing what their weaknesses are, working on that, and just using their strengths to sell more homes, and just providing trading and in efforts to convert warm leads for them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, no cold calling.
Right. No
No
cold
cold
calling.
calling.
But
I don't believe in cold calling. I mean, it it's harder to sell homes when you're cold calling, in my opinion.
sure.
So
Sure.
I just try to get some warm leads for my agents. Simple as that.
I love that. I love that. Good stuff, Ali D. Now, we've been talking for a good bit. I think people know kind of some of the great benefits to your team. They've seen your amazing success over the years. We've got like a minute left here. Is there anything that you would want to make sure anybody out there knows about you, about your team, working with you, that maybe we haven't covered yet in the conversation?
Certainly. I mean, I think it's a great opportunity. With all the right systems I have in place, um, knowing I have the, online lead generation, investing so much money into the marketing, um, and just, I just know I have a ton of value and experience I can provide. There's also a level of commitment and accountability held, which is important in my opinion. But just knowing that, any agent just can call me up anytime if they're going through just having concerns with the contract, just trying to learn the basics, newer agents or even seasoned agents trying to win a bid.
Right.
Okay. And, just, I want to be involved. And that's what I'm here for.
Love that. Love that. Well, Allie's been just a rock star with us for so long and just on the top of our leaderboards or near the top every single year. And he
Thank you.
does it through hard work, great communication. And I think that being on his team will give you an opportunity, some opportunities at times at bat, some great leadership from him, having a partner like him to learn from and grow and get better from. And I think that's a great opportunity for anybody out here watching the video. So, Allie, I appreciate your support, your loyalty to us. Always love your partnership. I think that if anybody out there wants to work with somebody great that can help them build their career, give Ali a call. So appreciate it, Ali. Good seeing you, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Take care. See you
Bye
later.
bye.